Okay. Technical difficulties. I think I'm live now. So hopefully you guys can find me. I'll give it just a couple of minutes here. All right. Just anyone to pop on here. When I originally started it, I didn't have a camera. So I had to go back and redo everything. Hi. Can you see and hear me okay? I feel like I have to ask that at the beginning of every stream. All right. I don't know why, but earlier when I tried to do it, there wasn't a camera. And when I went to click on camera, it told me I didn't have access. So I didn't have access to a camera or a microphone. Well, I hate to tell them, but I do, being that I own them. Oh, thank you. Yes, this is the Stitch Along. I am actually going to work on that. Not the dragon one, but the color by color. I know. I am not good, and I'm not horrible with technology. It just doesn't like me. It's not me. It's them. So this is the image that I'm doing right here. Needle minder. Yes, she is beautiful. I have to confess, I was so adamant last week on the stream that color for week 1. Hi, Sandy. My color for week 1 was only like 350 some stitches. And I'm like, I can get that done. Yeah, I got 100. So I'm waiting. Maybe that color will come up again and then I can finish it. But yeah, I got a little too smart about that. So color number 39 for me is a blended color. Number 602 and 603. And my tablet just yelled at me that the battery is running low. So I got to try to find my charger. Where did I put it? Is it this? No. Huh. Well, I might not be using the charger for this one or the tablet for this one because I don't remember. I got too many cords around here. Never know which charger fits what device. It's kind of sad actually when you think about it. All right, think. I just plug this into the computer. Nope. I got all of my little outlets on the computer full. Well, isn't that a joy? Okay. We will put that over here. When did we get so dependent upon technology that we literally use every outlet we have? Isn't that sad? Okay. We got spoiled. Anyway, so my color 39 is blended. We've got, this is either 602 or 603, and this is the other one. Very similar, but just enough of a difference that I can see, I can tell it apart. See, I have power strip, and that's what I just had to plug it into, but it's over at my other chair. I had an extension cord here, and I actually moved it over the weekend. I'm like, I don't need the extension cord. Well, apparently I do need the extension cord because I like to have my tablet on my right side, and now it's on my left side, so I'm going to feel backwards. Stupid moth, get out. Okay. So I panicked a little bit earlier. I couldn't figure out. I looked and looked and looked for the post on what color was drawn for this week. And then I felt horrible that I hadn't got my first color done. But then I forgot that it's not about finishing the color because the color could potentially come up again. But I actually was looking in the cross stitch group, not the stitch along group. So Sandy had to gently remind me. Day in the life of Linda. And I lost my scissors. It's not like I don't have a ton of little scissors that come in my kits, but I don't have any nearby, so I'm actually using little clippers. Yes, Sandy, that needle minder is spectacular. I still need to, I want to order the one that has the cabin on it with the water and the mountain. I really like that one. Oops. All right. I have got way too many, way too many. And then I'm doing everything else with work and my business and cross stitching and crocheting. Then I was coloring for a little bit. Okay, so the one that I am doing is actually, I believe, letter F. I got to double check here so I don't goof that up. Yes, letter F. And that is way up here. So here is the first stitch of week 2, number 39. I know the needle minders are going to be collectibles. I have this one, and then I have the Whatabiz one that I use. That's on my other project. I only have 2 so far. I do need a couple more. Well, I need them all, but all right. Look at that. This is a very pretty color. Gotta get a little closer to my stand here. See if I can bring you guys in a little bit more. Adjust my lighting. My other Maglite, my favorite one, died on me. So this is the one that is it clips on, but it's not very sturdy. My other one was oh goodness, I think Sandy, that was the second one that you sent me. I've had it. It's been quite a while actually, but the light in it died. So that was my nice sturdy one. It's not even, I don't even use the magnifying part of it. It's just, I like the coloring, the lighting of it. It really helps to light up the project. I have to have a lot of light now with my eyes. Sounds like an old person thing, but it is what it is. Next week, I will have to for sure get the dragon stitch along out. I didn't have, well, I didn't get it done. I didn't get it switched over to the frame. So I figured I'll just go ahead and work on this one tonight. Yes, this blend, it is beautiful. For some odd reason, I was thinking that the stitch alongs were just 50 colors straight. I wasn't thinking that they were blended for some reason. And then I looked at it tonight and was kind of a shock to me. And I had looked at the color, the key quite a few times, and I just bypassed the blends apparently. Hi, Sherry. Hi, April. I know she made it, Sandy. Okay, I'm a little confused. Is that Sherry Dobie? Right? Or is there another Sherry? Oh, hi, Linda. Okay, that's what I thought, Sherry, but it confused me for a second. Um, did I post the pattern that's did I do that this weekend? I'm having a little bit of a panic moment here. I think I did. Come on. Yes, I did. I forgot. There it is. Okay. Whew. All right. So I guess while we're on the topic, the pattern that is available this week for the top secret word, there he is. I just thought that one kind of screamed to me with everything that has been going on the last couple of weeks. And anyways, we won't get into that. But I just felt kind of drawn to that one. And so I labeled it Jesus Loves Me. That is the one that's up for tonight. I'll do the top secret word later on, but I just kind of had a little bit of a moment there of if I had actually posted it or not, which I did. Sometimes I remember things. So I actually started for my business. I kind of added in my little oh goodness, what do you call them? Amigurmis or something. I don't know. The little crocheted plushies. And I am going to show you one. I dropped a couple off in the store that I have in town, and I wasn't gone from there less than 10 minutes, and I had already sold them. But this one, I gotta share it with you because he makes me so happy. I named him Ollie the Octopus, and I actually made a Halloween. I made him orange with a little witchy hat. Isn't he cute? Look at him. I'm sorry, I had to show him off. He's sitting over here on the stand just smiling at me. And he's got his little tentacles and his little Ollie butt. But there you go. Isn't he? I love him. He reminds me of a giant Cheeto. I don't know why. My granddaughter was here last night and she was she's so funny because she knows when she comes over, the first thing she asks for is chips. And I said, okay. I said, oh, I said, how about um we do goldfish crackers? And she's like, no, I want Cheetos, Nana. I'm like, oh boy, I kind of forgot to get Cheetos. Well, luckily, I have a bag. So I think I'm known as the Cheeto grandma. But as she's eating them, I'm crocheting my little Halloween Ollie there. And I looked down at him and just dawned on me. I'm like, I'm crocheting a giant Cheeto. The coloring is just perfect. It matched her little fingers and it matched the chips. But she just cracks me up with that. She wants her Cheetos. So I guess all grandparents, whatever, are known for something. Now I remember going. So my great grandma was actually, I mean, obviously she's my grandma, but she was more considered my grandma because I was raised by my grandma. So when I refer to my mom, I mean my grandma. But anyways, my grandma, she was known for Kit Kats and fudge sickle, or the fudge pops. So whenever I'd go over to her house, she would always store her Kit Kats in the freezer. And whenever we would go to her house, I would always get a fudge pop and I'd get a frozen Kit Kat. And so I think that's why I still to this day Kit Kats are now M&Ms, plain M&Ms are my ultimate favorite. Those are number 1 in my heart, but number 2 would be the Kit Kat bars. And I still love the fudge pops, but I can't remember if which ones she had. As I just remember as a kid them being so good, and I have yet to find anything as an adult that really still has that flavor, I guess, of what grandmas did growing up. Hi, Tracy. Sorry, I went down memory lane right there. She probably did the oh goodness, what were those called? Jello pops? I don't know. Pudding pops? Pudding pops? Was that the Crosby guy back in the day? I remember him, I think the commercial. Hi, Angie. She might have had. They might have been the pudding pops. Um, and that's something that's not at least around here. It's not around anymore. So that would explain why I can't find them as an adult. Pudding pops. Okay. I bet you anything because they had almost like a if you gosh, when you first got them out or whatever, it had like that nice little chocolatey frozen layer, almost like a little like a shell. Fudge sickles. Hmm, are those just the oh goodness, they're just kind of plain chocolate fudge ones. Is that a brand name? You guys ever notice that even the ice cream sandwiches don't taste like they used to anymore? They seem stale every time I eat them. Like the cookie that's around it just seems like it's been in the freezer for a couple of years, which it probably has been. Now I want to go to the store and get ice cream, popsicles. I know. Do they have like a popsicle delivery? Okay, you guys remember the little ice cream trucks, right? I think in some areas they still go around, but I wish they had adult ice cream that would show up at what time is it? Quarter after 9 at night. Although nowadays we'd be a little afraid to go out there after dark to get ice cream from a random truck. Oh goodness. See, I would be the one eating the cherry. and leaving the orange and the grape. I do apologize if it gets a little loud in here with my air kicks on. It's really stuffy lately, so I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it just kicked back on. My granddaughter, she likes they're the popsicles is what they call, I think they're called. They're just they're in that plastic like tube thing that you freeze. They're liquid when you buy them, and then you put them in the freezer. She loves those. And I remember having those as a kid, but I also remember every time I would cough. They always made me cough. Yeah, she loves those. That and her juice boxes and her Cheetos. Icy Pops. Yes, there you go. Thank you, Tracy. I've actually gotten quite a bit done off from this. I'm still on the same strand of floss here. I've done way up all the way down. So what's your guys' favorite cereal? Because as an adult now, we can eat all the naughty cereal without our parents telling us that we can't. We don't have to eat just the Cheerios and the. When I was a kid, we used to get the Kicks all the time. Cheerios, Frosted Flakes. So my ultimate favorite cereal is Lucky Charms and Twix. Not Kicks, not the boring stuff, but Twix. Fruity Pebbles and oh yeah, Cocoa Puffs and Reese's Puffs. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting hungry. Maybe I am hungry and that's why I'm talking about all this. I don't know. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There you go. Golden Grams. That's another big one too. I like to have cereal as a snack and kind of an evening snack. Not so much for breakfast. I don't know, too much sugar in the morning will make me upset to my stomach, but man, I can eat it at nighttime. Or I'll have it sometimes if my husband's either, if he's got to work late or whatever, and it's just me for dinner, I just have cereal. Ooh, Captain Crunch Berries, that's my girl. There you go. Yum. Hi, Joy. I like honeycombs too. Those are good. I tried. Oh, well, I guess I like them too, but oh goodness, Golden Pops. I remember having those a lot as a kid. Hi, Denise. Are you talking the cinnamon sugar toast, like you mix your cinnamon sugar together? Because I remember that as a kid. I that's what I think. I think I'm on too. Oh my goodness. I remember we had a when I was a kid, we had cinnamon sugar. It was already mixed up. So mom had it in a little shaker container, and we would always have cinnamon and sugar with our toast. Gosh, I haven't had that in forever. Now I'm gonna have to have cinnamon sugar toast. Yes, old sugar container. Yep. You got to be careful how you mix it because I remember doing it. Of course, it's never the way your mom did it ever, no matter what you do. But I did it one time and I had way too much cinnamon. Oh my gosh, it was like I had just a little bit of sugar and all the cinnamon. When I bit into my toast, it was like cotton mouth. It was terrible. Oh, and lots of butter. Yes. So healthy for you. But man, it's good. Cinnamon plain, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, it makes my mouth so dry. Trying to think what other things I can torture you guys with food. Can you imagine what our grocery bill is going to look like next week when we decide we want all these fun things that we talked about tonight? Yes. See, okay, here's another one too. Um, Waffles. So like I do those little frozen waffles that you get at the store, and then I put crunchy peanut butter on them. So, well, first you toast them in the toaster, and then you put butter, and then crunchy peanut butter, and then syrup. Yum. That is so good and so bad for you, I'm sure. But I love those. And then two, I will take my pancakes. And this is something that was so funny because I didn't grow up around my grandpa, but one time I was eating and I remember mom and I were, and remember that my mom is my grandma. So it would have been her my grandpa was her ex-husband. But anyways, we were at a restaurant one time and we were sitting there and I had ordered pancakes and eggs and I had ordered a side of brown sugar. And I remember her mom kind of having a funny look on her face. Didn't think anything of it. Now, mind you, I had never really seen my grandpa, been around him much, anything like that. So waitress brings, the stuff and I take my pancakes and I put butter on them and then I put the brown sugar in between and then I put my eggs on top. And it was like she had seen a ghost. And I asked her, I said, what's wrong? And she goes, where'd you learn that? I said, I didn't. I said, it just sounded good. And she goes, You didn't learn that from anybody? Nobody told you about it or talked? I'm like, no. I said, looking at her kind of like, are you crazy? I'm like, it just sounded good to try brown sugar on it. And she goes, oh, she says, because that was your grandpa's favorite breakfast. And I went, oh, okay. So maybe that's wired in your DNA sometimes when it comes to strange eating habits. I don't think it's really strange, but it was so funny just to look on her face. So I got that from my grandpa, apparently. You need to try it. It is so good. I still eat them like that. Now I've added blueberries. So I'll do blueberries in my pancakes and then, the butter, brown sugar, and then my yolky eggs on top. I don't use any syrup or anything because obviously with the brown sugar, it's sweet enough. But you should try it. Let me know what you think. And then when we're done with the stream, I'm going to go have a bowl of cereal. Fruit Loops. That's another good cereal. Fruit Loops. I think that's what I got in the cupboard right now. Oh, goodness, sorry. Gotten quite a bit done tonight. This color is just so gorgeous. It makes me happy. Did you order for this one, Tracy, or for the Halloween? I got a little, I don't know, gnat thing flying around trying to fly up my nose. A little, I don't know if it's a little moth or whatever, but. Oh, okay. Which, you'll have to share which image you purchased. I'm assuming that these stitch alongs are going to go for quite a while with it being color by color and a different color every week. I don't think there's a really an end time, so that'll be really cool. Oh, cool, Ashley. You did both stitch alongs and the dragon eye. Yes, you will be busy. I've got to get to working on my dragon eye. It's been a couple of weeks again. I just love how it just kind of cascades. This is going to be just stunning when it's done. Yeah. Goodness. I am struggling to find the correct hole tonight. I am too, Sherry. We had a little glimpse of it, and then now it's right back to being stuffy out again. The sad thing is, though, is at least here in Michigan, it's going to go from, hot and humid to blizzard within a week. We struggle with that nice transition anymore. It seems like spring and fall last for like a week, and then that's it. Your co-stitcher. You have a cat or a dog? I guess it could be a child or a husband. I guess that would be weird, the husband grabbing the thread, but hey, sometimes they are a little weird. So I am at work. The doctor that does a lot of the volunteering for us, he does all of our spays and neuters, and he is actually on vacation in the Bahamas, and he had adopted a kitten from us. So he had asked if the kitten could come back to the shelter and hang out while they went on vacation. And I said, yeah. So I have him in my office. I didn't realize that my doctor had raised such a naughty teenager. So this cat is constantly, on my desk, wanting me to pet, blah, blah, blah. Well, couple things. One, it toots, and it is horrid. Absolutely horrid. I raised two boys and did not smell anything like this cat. But it was laying on my desk today and it was wanting me to pet it. And so I had pet him a couple of different times, but I was busy. I was trying to type and he kept bugging me. And of course, he's biting at my elbow. And so I just kind of moved my elbow and I said, no, I am not kidding you. That cat grabbed a hold of my flyers that I had for our upcoming event, 4 pages of them, and just to the corner. And so now when people say, my dog ate my homework, no, the cat ate my flyers. Teeth marks all over the corner. I just sat there looking at the cat. So that's how we're going to do this. Well, they're unique now, I guess. They are Baileyed. His name is Bailey. But I thought, what a little turd. Just because I wouldn't pet you, you have to destroy my event flyers. No, not at all. He's so naughty, but he's so much fun. And I don't know how many times he will knock something over. I will pick it up and then he'll look at me and knock it right back over again. Or he likes to untie my shoes. So I'm sitting at my desk and all of a sudden I feel my shoelaces start to walk away. So he's grabbed a hold of the corner or the end of them and taken off with them. And then I'm sure he sits back and laughs when I have to tie my shoes back up. All right, Tracy, I will look real quick. 10-month-old puppy. What kind you got? Oh, see, that's in the color by color. I don't remember seeing that one. Look at that. I try to block my overhead light there. That is stunning, Tracy. Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh. Uh, I'm gonna have to look up that breed. That one is it's not very common, at least around here. I know the Brussels Griffon, or however you want to say it. I'll have to look that up. Refresh my memory on what it looks like. With it being naughty and not wanting to sleep for some odd reason, I was waiting for you to say husky. Oh, is it a bigger one? Hellhound. All right, let me see here. I gotta see what we're talking about. Education. Oh, wow. Medium size, okay. I've actually never seen one of those in the clinic setting. At least not around this area. For those of you that are wondering too, try to block that light a little bit. Does that look right? It's got ears like a basset. A little bit more hairy. Oh goodness, guys. I didn't realize the time. I am going to have to wrap this up because I got work tomorrow. Dang work comes in, takes over all the fun. So our top secret word, hold on. That's the reason why they are not that popular. They are difficult as all. Oh, they're difficult. No, I guess you did say AKA Hellhound. I mean, the Huskies have their little issues too. Sometimes it takes special people to care for these special dogs. All right. So again, the pattern that's up for grabs. So if you go to the cross stitch group under the featured tab, trying to get there, and on this post right here, this one right here, if you oops, let's see, there we go. Comment, the top secret word is going to be love. All right. And I am going to end the stream and we will pick it up next week, Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will hopefully be working on the Dragon Stitch Along next week. And then I'll probably rotate back and forth between the Dragon Stitch Along and this Stitch Along. I do have my my parking one, my Native Beauty one. I might rotate through that too, but eventually we're going to have that Halloween one that's going to make its way into rotation as well. So, all right, guys, I will see you all next week. Have a great week and see you in the group. Night.